Welcome back, family and friends. Today is Tuesday. It's my first day back to work. Actually, it was a pretty good day, even though I walked out of the house and had a flat tire. But by the time I get to work, it was still a good day. My first day back to work after my staycation. But I really wanted to have something really good for dinner, as well as something to take for lunch tomorrow. So on my lunch hour today, I kind of went through Pinterest and saw all of these ground beef recipes, and they kind of reminded me of different kind of goulashes that my mother may have done, but I didn't have any ground beef. I didn't have any ground turkey at home because I prefer ground turkey. So what I did is I actually had some frozen chicken breasts. So I took those out. That's now unthawed, and I'm actually going to put together a little something. I don't know what it's called. It's just a bunch of stuff that I have in my cabinets that I'm actually going to use to make this dinner. So it's going to be chicken based, but I am going to use spaghetti sauce. For today, I am using the chunky sauteed onion and garlic. This actually used to be my favorite, and I still like it, don't get me wrong, but now my favorite is Raus, R-A-O-S. It's a little on the pricier side, but it is my favorite, the arrabbiata sauce. It is really good because I like mine spicy already, so the arrabbiata sauce is already spicy. So let me not take up too much time going through the ingredients. I have farfalle, or what you might call the bow tie pasta, and elbows. I have a little bit of both. I'm going to finish the box of both of these so that they will be taken care of. And I have some mascarpone cheese that I'm going to use to make this a creamy pasta dish. I'm going to season it with granulated garlic, granulated onion, so a little bit of crushed red peppers. I have garlic parmesan here, as well as Italian seasoning. I do have some pepperoni. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I might. We'll see. It depends on how everything is coming together in the end and tasting. And then I'm also going to put cheese in it. This is the smoked Gouda that we had left over, and this is cheddar, or white cheddar. So I'm going to taste it like I'm going to do with the pepperoni and see which one I prefer. If I want something a little smoky at that point, I'll use the smoked Gouda. And if I just want something more traditional, I shouldn't even say traditional, but if I just want something else that's not smoked, then I will use the aged American cheese. So let me get going so that I can put all of this together, and we will get back to you in just a second. Okay, so our water is boiling, and so I'm just adding the little bit of bow tie pasta in there. And I'm gonna let that cook maybe a minute or two before I add the elbow macaroni, since it's a little bit smaller. Most people would do something like this and let the noodles cook in the sauce, but I'm never good at that. So you got to know your limitations. So for me, I know that I need to cook my pasta a little bit. I do not cook it all the way, but at least a little bit. So over here in this pot, I'm going to add the chicken. It's a little bit of olive oil. Actually, I'm going to bring you over here. Okay, so that pan is going to heat up, and then I'm going to add the chicken. I have taken the chicken breasts and cut them up into bite-sized chunks, and that is what I'm going to put in there. Let me go grab the chicken. So again, these are just it's 2 chicken breasts that I cut up, again, into bite-sized pieces. And I'm going to add a little salt. And I'm not going to add any pepper right now because I'm going to use the crushed red pepper flakes. I may actually add some a little bit later once I actually taste the sauce. So I'm going to let this brown up for right now. And now that this has been cooking a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add the elbow macaroni to it. So this is what I usually do when I have leftovers. I make what I call a hodgepodge or mashup, and I just use all the pastas up so that they can be finished. So that's what's going on. I'm going to continue to cook this chicken until it is brown. And then if there's any grease left on it, I will drain that. And then I will come back to you and show you what it looks like. Okay, everybody, we're back. The pasta is going to come off in about 2 minutes. I actually cooking it maybe a total of 8 minutes. I reserved almost a full cup of pasta water to thin the sauce out so that it can continue cooking in the sauce that I make. The chicken is brown. I went ahead and I seasoned it with the granulated garlic, the granulated onion powder, the Italian seasoning, and the garlic parmesan. And I am getting ready to add the pasta sauce because you see there's no extra grease in here. Okay. I'm going to turn this down. It's about on medium right now. I'm going to re-season the sauce with some garlic. And this is seasoned to taste, guys. This is a come home from work, make a quick meal deal here. With some onion powder, some Italian seasoning, and then some garlic parmesan. I'm going to add a little bit of water to the tomato sauce just to clean out the bottom of that. And I'm also going to add a little bit of crushed red peppers. And I'm going to stir this up. I'll probably go grab and add a little bit of sugar to take off the acidity of the tomato sauce. Let me grab that now. So I'm just putting just a little bit in there. And let me turn this down even some more. So this is actually on low right now. I'm getting ready to pour the pasta up and drain it. Let me do that and bring it right back because I'm going to add it right to this pot and finish cooking it there. This is not fully cooked. I've just cooked it just a little. And I'm adding it here. And I'm just going to stir it in. I'm going to turn it back up just a little bit because I'm going to let it simmer. Maybe about 5 or 7 minutes. I'm actually going to taste it first though because I want to see what else I need to season it with. So let me check. Let's see what we're working with. Wow, that's pretty good. I think I need some black pepper though. Sorry, I'm gonna have to move you guys a little bit to get to my black pepper. Right, add some black pepper. And actually, I also have a 6 pepper sauce that I really, 6 pepper seasoning blend that I really like. I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Again, remember, I like a little kick to my pastas. It has plenty of garlic, plenty of onion powder. Those things are definitely not needed. I'm going to what, let me go ahead and add a little bit of the mascarpone now. I'll put just a couple of dollops in. Maybe just one big, let me start off with one big dollop. I've never done, well, and a small one. Never done this before, so this is trial by fire. I just think it'll be really good, kind of creamy. So let me stir this up in here. I probably should have done this before I put the pasta in, but it'll work out. It'll work its way out. I think I'm gonna have to put my fork back in it one more time to check on seasoning, since I've added the mascarpone to it. Is it mascarpone or mascarpone? I don't know. So one day I might say a mascarpone, the next day I might say a mascarpone. I don't know. I guess I should probably look it up, huh? Okay, let me grab another fork and let's see. Mmm. Now that is really good. I think I do not want the smoked Gouda, but I am going to shred some of the cheddar cheese and put that in here also. And so I'm gonna let this simmer for maybe another 5 minutes, because I think that's all it'll take since the pasta was already done. I'm gonna put a top on it, let it simmer, and while it's simmering, I'm going to shred some of the cheese. I'll be back in just a few. Okay guys, I apologize. I actually started adding the cheese. Just to full disclosure, I did put one more tablespoonful. When I say tablespoon, I'm talking about the tablespoons, these kind of tablespoons of mascarpone in it. I added a little more salt, and I've just cut up. This is the cheddar cheese that I am putting into this so that it can melt while everything is simmering. This is going to be delicious. You see what happens when you just get some inspiration but then come home and shop in your own pantry and freezer. So I'm gonna have a good old dinner and a good old lunch, and we'll see if I might eat it for lunch a couple of days. One of the things I do when I make stuff like this, I actually will put it and freeze it so that I can just have especially if like my son isn't going to be here one night or no one else is going to be eating with me, I'll just grab one of those containers out. It's just enough for me. So I might put 1 or 2 of them in the freezer, and then that works out just fine. So you know what I'm getting ready to do, right? You know I'm getting ready to taste one more time. Let's see if there's anything else I think I'll need. Let's see. Wow. That is delicious. Only thing I'm going to add, some more coarse ground pepper. And I'm going to let it simmer. Make sure that all the cheese is melted. And I'm going to probably cut up a few, because I actually didn't shred it. I just kind of chunked it up a little bit. I'm talking about the cheddar cheese now. And I'm going to chunk a few more pieces up so that when I fix my plate, I can have some on top of that. And then I'll see you when I'm actually sitting down to eat. All right, guys, here it is. I am getting ready to sit down, but I wanted you all to see the finished product. Literally came home, unthawed the chicken, put the pasta on the boil, cut the chicken up into small pieces, sauteed it, threw in a thing of spaghetti sauce, and seasoned it up real good. Put everything in together, a little bit of mascarpone and some cheddar cheese, and I'm getting ready to have a really good dinner. So, I don't know what else to say, but I hope you're having a wonderful dinner tonight. I hope you had something easy and delicious to cook. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you'll know every time I upload a video. If you are coming back welcome again, and I'm so glad that you've decided to come back and spend a little more time with me. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy recipe. I'm gonna call it a pantry recipe because literally I put it together with what was in my pantry, and I hope you enjoy it. I will see you again in the coming days. Talk to you later.